Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today is day 5 of our Unit 1, Gaseous Exchange. Today we are going to talk about respiratory disorders. The first disorder is bronchitis. It is the inflammation of air passageways and it is called bronchitis. So the air passageways become swollen. That is what inflammation means. And it is caused either by smoking or by some bacteria. So what is bronchitis? It is the inflammation of the air passages, that is the air passages get swollen in bronchitis. And what is the cause of bronchitis? It is caused by smoking or by some bacteria. And finally, what are the symptoms? It is characterized by cough, increased mucus, secretion, shortness of breath, and low fever. So these are the symptoms of bronchitis. Emphysema, it is related to the progressive destruction of the alveoli due to long-term exposure, usually to the industrial pollutants. So when you inhale industrial pollutants constantly, you work there, you live close by, and you constantly inhale industrial pollutants, then what happens is that the alveoli inside your lungs, they constantly get destroyed. So their destruction is the cause of emphysema. And what is the symptom? How do you know that you have this disease? It is characterized by laborious breathing. So you have real difficulty in breathing and you have to work hard to breathe. It causes cough with phlegm production. So a lot of phlegm is produced and you cough constantly and you have difficulty in breathing. Phlegm in Urdu is balgam. The next is pneumonia. It is an infectious disease usually caused by special bacteria, viruses, or fungi. So three causes we have here: bacteria, viruses, or fungi. And it is infectious disease. It causes infection. In pneumonia, the alveoli are infected. So where does the infection take place? In the alveoli. So they may be filled with fluid or pus. So when they are infected, the alveoli, they will be filled with some liquid or pus. The breathing becomes difficult. The patient suffers from fever, cough, chill, and chest pain. So you will feel cold, you will cough, you will have fever with cold, and you will feel pain in the chest when there is infection in the alveoli. And this infection is caused by bacteria or viruses or fungi. The next is asthma. It is an inflammatory condition of airways of lungs. Again, like bronchitis, in this disease also, the airways become inflamed or swollen. It is characterized by shortness of breath. So you're not able to breathe properly. You're always breathing hard. You feel chest pain, you have fever, and a wheezing sound during expiration and cough occurs. Asthma is actually an allergic response to pollens, dust, smoke, fur, feathers, and number of other substances. So it depends if a person is allergic to pollens. So in the season when a lot of flowers are blooming, in that season they will have this asthma. They will feel allergy will be caused, and they will have this inflammatory condition in their airways. It may obstruct the airways, making it difficult to breathe for its patients. So your breathing passage will be obstructed because of this swollen airways, and you will not have difficulty in breathing. The next is lung cancer. Lung cancer is usually associated with smoking. Due to smoke or air pollution, abnormal cells appear in the lungs. So these cells are extra or abnormal cells that are growing in the lungs, which may spread to other tissues as well. The major signs and symptoms are cough with blood, shortness of breath, repeated lung infections, weight loss, bone ache, hoarseness. Your voice is not clear. It becomes hoarse, and you feel weakness, and you're always tired. You feel fatigue. So when you have lung cancer, some new cells, abnormal cells, which are not part of your body, will start growing in the lungs, and then they can expand from there. They can go on to other tissues in your body. And the sign is that you cough with blood, and you constantly have difficulty in breathing, and you constantly keep catching infections in your lungs. You will have weight loss. You will feel ache pain in the bones. You will have hoarseness. You will constantly feel a weakness, and you will feel tired. So this is a chart that shows the number of deaths. People die prematurely every year from air pollution, both household air pollution and outdoor air pollution. And 7% of the people die with lung cancer, and 19% die with obstructive pulmonary diseases, the diseases that obstruct your airways. And then heart diseases, 20% people die from other heart diseases, and 20% die from stroke, and 21% die due to pneumonia. Okay, now let's go over the summary of the whole unit. So what did we study in this unit? Respiration and photosynthesis require exchange of gases, and in respiration, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out, whereas in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is given out, and photosynthesis takes place in the presence of light. Respiration takes place in all living organisms. Photosynthesis occurs in green parts of the plant. During respiration, oxygen is used and carbon dioxide is given out, while in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is used and oxygen is given out. In terrestrial plants, that is plants that grow on land, most of the exchange of gases occurs through minute openings called stomata. The animals use either their body surface or some internal surface for the exchange of gases. Respiratory surface must be thin, wet, permeable, and large in relation to the volume of the organism. The respiratory surface of man is alveoli present in lungs. Both lungs have millions of alveoli. Air passageways lead the atmospheric air to the alveoli. Air pollution causes a number of respiratory problems. Clean air is essential for better respiratory health. Now let's go over the MCQs. You have to think of the answers. If you're not able to answer, you should go back and review all the videos and then try to answer these MCQs. The biological functions which perform gaseous exchange: photosynthesis, respiration, both A and B, or growth. Plants exchange gases through roots, stems, stomata, all of these. Each stoma is formed by 1 guard cell, 2 guard cells, 3 guard cells, 4 guard cells. Respiratory surface possesses following properties: thin and wet, permeable, very large, all of these. Inspiration involves contraction of intercostal muscles, contraction of diaphragm, inward movement of ribs, both A and B. Larynx is located on lungs, trachea, bronchus, bronchiole. The respiratory surface in humans is nostrils, bronchiole, alveoli, trachea. Increase in rate of breathing is due to the increase in carbon dioxide in the blood or increase in oxygen in the blood, decrease of carbon dioxide in blood, or decrease of oxygen in blood. Which of the following disorder is associated with degeneration of alveoli? Bronchitis, lung, asthma, or emphysema? Which of the following disorder is associated with inflammation of air passages? Bronchitis, lung cancer, asthma, and emphysema. That's all. Jazakallah. We have completed the chapter, and now you should complete all the exercises that are given at the end of the unit.